What's up, everybody? I hope you're having an amazing Tuesday evening. Now, it's time for Nintendo Talk. So what's up, everybody? Bobby here, Nintendo Guru. Time for the breakdown, Monday through Friday, every day in between. I take 5-10 minutes to take the top Nintendo stories of the day, talk about them, discuss them, break them down, give my opinions on them. So,
here we go.
First thing I want to talk about today is this new video game coming out. It's called Bounty Battle. It's been funded on Figg, and it is coming to the Nintendo Switch. That is very awesome news that it got funded. Dark Screen Games has been seeking funding on Figg to develop Bounty Battle, a new 4-player fighter featuring a slew of indie characters. The goal was recently reached with over a week remaining. Having raised $30,000, Bounty Battle will be created for Switch. Bounty Battle has a huge lineup of indie characters: Guacamelee, Axiom Verge, Battle Chasers, Night War, and Owlboy are just a few of the games represented. Along with 20 indie characters, players can also choose from 10 unique fighters, each with their own unique playstyles and combat abilities. Bounty Battle isn't just about the characters. Levels will also be included from their respective games. So this is pretty amazing, if you ask me. I like the fact that, I've always been a big fan of, all these indie teams working together and helping each other out. I mean, if you look at it, basically, they're almost at the $45,000 stretch goal, which is their next stretch goal. At that point, you're going to get more indie characters brought into this game. $60,000, short intro cinematics with Bounty Battle fighter guests. It's kind of cool, man. It's kind of neat what they're doing. They have so many different characters here. This is just awesome to see all these different characters. After the release of the game, the addition of new indie guest characters will be released as free DLC. So that's interesting. That's pretty awesome to see that they're doing. If you go to their actual Figg.co page, there's all these different details about the different characters. Everything. It's just, it is really cool how they're doing this. I'm liking the art style. I'm liking the battle style. I think it is really amazing. I think this is going to be a fun game. This is one that's on my radar for sure. And I'm not a big fan of fighting games, I'll be honest with you. But look, I like Juan from Guacamelee. So that alone is going to make me want to get this. I'm hoping we can see some really cool characters come along. I would love to see Shovel Knight. I would love to see Max from Mutant Mudds. Love to see Rusty from SteamWorld Dig. This is just kind of cool, man. I'm digging this a lot, and I can't wait to see what else they add to this. So we'll see how it works out. This is a weird story, man. This is really strange. So Night Trap is basically getting a re-release, and it's getting an update and all that stuff, and it's going to hit PlayStation 4 and all that. But this weird story came out of Destructoid. So Destructoid quoted and basically talked about how limited run games getting shot down by Nintendo, and they basically changed the whole context of everything. Apparently, limited run games never said a word about any of this, never commented on it at all. They've already said it. They're looking forward to working with Nintendo further in the future, but the only blurb, so they basically put on the article, so the headline says, Night Trap publisher would love to port to Switch, but Nintendo declined. There's been an update to the story, and then the update is basically, when you go in, it says, we erroneously misattributed a quote to limited run games in the original article. We've removed that mistake. Developer Screaming Villains is the only party who stated via Twitter that Nintendo declined a 25th anniversary edition of the game. When you go to Twitter and you look at what Limited Run Games said, they weren't happy about this situation at all. Limited Run Games tweeted out saying, just getting in front of this, we have never said the quote about Nintendo that is in this Destructoid article. And then I guess they go and they track down who said what. It's basically a quote retweet from a couple people or whatever, but it says, if Nintendo weren't such LRG would have done it. So, Limited Run Games basically quote tweeted that and said, the person who said the quoted line has no affiliation with us. We would never refer to any platform holder in that manner. We have the utmost respect for Nintendo, and we hope to publish on the Switch someday. Ultimately, we're not really sure what happened here. It just sounds like, to me, Destructoid, yet again, drops the ball on this and just misquotes and takes things out of context just for clicks, essentially. It seems like a lot of websites are doing that these days, and it's sad, you know what I mean? But whatever, that's neither here nor there. At the end of the day, like, I feel like you need to do more than just go update, you know, like, change the headline. Redo the story. Like, do a story where you go, we got it wrong. Like, go over the top to explain it. Like, this company didn't say that. Because here's the thing. People typically only read headlines. They don't read the articles and what you're saying. So someone read that headline like 3 days ago. They're not going back to see, hey, this is fixed. This is okay now. That's not the way it's going to be. They're just going to basically read it and go, oh, man, Limited Run Games just thinks that Nintendo's a bunch of, you know, like, wow, that's pretty messed up, you know? I don't know, man. I don't think this is cool at all. And I just think that it's just poor taste when developers trash each other in such a manner. If you're not happy with Nintendo, if you did ask Nintendo, and I know this wasn't Limited Run Games, this was Screaming Villains, and I get it, and whatever, but if you're not happy with Nintendo for not taking your game or wanting your game on your platform, oh well. Like, they don't have to take everything. No offense, that game's not that good. It wasn't that good back in the day. You know, it just basically had the novelty of Dana Plato on it, but it's not that amazing, honestly. It's really a bad game. I mean, the only reason I think people would want it is for nostalgia flavor, but even that, like, it's not and was not and is not ever going to be that good, in my opinion. So, I don't know. It's sad to see that a developer that was going to take shots at Nintendo for something that they deemed that they didn't want. And at the end of the day, I don't even know if that's even true, honestly, because you're seeing Limited Run Games coming out and basically saying the opposite. I just don't know. I don't understand it. But anyway, that is all. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please click the like button down below. Share it with all your friends. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. That would be awesome. Follow me Instagram, Twitter, @NintendoGurus. With that, peace out, Preston.